How does it feel being out of the quarantine room?
Feels so good, I can't even tell you. I'm not all the way out though, I'm still in purgatory. But
you don't want to be firing lines.
working my way up.
There was a giant penis in the background.
Oh, right. Who was in that shot? Was it you, Ari?
That was me.
Oh my.
Oh, you
Giant penis.
I'll show you a picture.
Careful what you say, you're on film.
Wait, I mean 6 inches is like this, right? That's 6 inches looks different to everybody. it's like this.
What'd you say?
6 inches looks different to everybody.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Alright, next one is Roman Candle War. Next one is Party Pants.
Pantalones de fiesta.
Arriba. Right, then we got Choke Cherry Wine.
No! No, that is horse crap,
What is
dude.
it?
All I had was toe grove. Toe grove.
Come get your prize.
Do I have to like close my eyes when I think?
You can't look. That's the first thing you see. Don't feel around too much.
Now, what's the deal with that band? You know, you would.
It's too big for me. Or small, my toes are too big, it won't work.
Crap, dude, I can fit it on one.
Well, here, come on, big boy.
Are you an idiot? This is a nice nipple tassel, though.
Oh, yeah.
Take your shirt off. Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Yo, put that on.
I'm nervous.
Yo, with the adhesive. Dude. And it's an adhesive.
Oh my god, get over there. It's enough.
Stand up.
Yo, let's get a chain. Let's get a chain. Dude, you have got to wear that as long as it stays on.
I think I will be wearing it as long as it stays on.
How do you get the Gorilla Glue? We eliminated that potential issue. But yeah, I'm meeting with Ari, Armand, Jonah. Jordan is meeting with Shannon, Dylan, and Leanne. And then we'll kind of, then Jordan and I are going to converge. We're going to just kind of fill each other in, give each other like kind of a quick summary, and then kind of go back out and, you know, kind of give further direction and that sort of thing.
It kind of feels like an elephant in the room to like be in Big Bear for this long, and I'm not sure how much I should be talking about where we are and what we're doing.
Are going to necessarily miss us if we're, you know, reposting what we're doing around here and yada yada. And as people reach out to us directly, hey, what's happening with the tour? I think it's totally acceptable to give them the fair and truthful response.
Wait, hold on.
Then I go into highschools.com, which is the database that you pay $50 with to get access to all of these schools. It could be a great way to identify potential target schools. I have a goal of sending 300 to 400 flyers to each respective schools. I know that probably more progressive areas are going to be where we want to target because the book has major undertones of violence and it critiques the government, which conservative places really aren't going to vibe with. And then ways to ensure the flyer or the book is taken seriously, the professional website. We create detachment from Jordan's name as much as possible because it gives more validity to the claim that the book is a great fit for high school readers. Gonna need to do it through a publisher's name because a lot of times schools order books through grants, and grants can only be allocated to companies instead of individual people.
Research
Okay.
like different blogs and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I just kind of use the search bar and I'm like looking at tweets of who's talking about whatever I'm searching up. So for example, I use keywords like polarization, tribalism, politics, book recommendations, and reviews and stuff like that.
That's why they make them feel so much better.
Alan, what are you working on?
I'm hardly working, but I'm just doing a little Spanish translation here.
Perfect.
Typing away, mostly fighting technical difficulties with this old ass Dell computer. But after a couple resets, I finally got it done.
Right now, Zach's job is to look at the COVID stuff. He hadn't looked much at the COVID stuff, and so I said, you need to look at the travel restrictions and whatnot, because that's what affects us. What's going to happen is you're going to produce those, give them to me. I'm going to share them with Ari. Ari is then going to look into the mission of a bunch of the schools and see if it coincides. They buy a book we will throw in the first 2 lesson plans.
Right.
On a schedule for you. It's nothing pressing because the website doesn't exist yet. When do you want to have the lesson plans done by? The 20th. Today's the 16th.
Yeah, let me write this down too.
Just keep going on.
Just let it rock.
Yeah, so we're at. As far as that goes, let's see, where's a good example? So wherever since I'm in the middle of the editing process, you'll notice that there's an empty track right here.
Alright, this is Alan, calling about that old Cherokee travel trailer that you guys have.
Buddies with Jordan.
Buddies with Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to check in on it, and because we were planning on starting to head your way, and it's a pretty good hike for us, and just wanted to see how it was doing, if you got the parts in, and if you got everything worked out.
So what are the rules?
All right, as long as my mouth doesn't open, I win.
Yeah.
It's just watching how hard it is for him to fill a spoon.
Oh my god.
If he had a chew in, it'd be easier. It'd help him create some saliva.
Oh god.
You almost made it.
Yo, you got this, bro. You got this. Yo, you're looking a little white in the face, bro.
Let's just finish outside just in case. But
Alan, how are you doing?
I've never felt better. I feel so well cinnamon that I'm a spicy guy. I mean, I've never been spicier. I wish it was hot pepper instead, but it's cinnamon.
Yeah.
We can set that up for you. Yeah.
Round 2, begin. Don't be a hero. Just let it roll.
You need to do it. Okay.
Now we gotta cut all that out.
I gotta blur that out now.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Alan. Perfect. Nice.
Pesos or dollars?
We're talking pesos, but millions.
Alright, right foot. Jump! Oh, I don't remember jumping. Really? I don't think this is going right. We want the workings.
Grace, something has happened. Yes, please.
Again?
What's happened?
Leave it
She
happen
said,
twice.
do you love me? I tell her only partly.
Top of the morning. It's not even close to top of the morning, but we are rolling out of Big Bear. We got a nice little squad together. We got co-pilot who won't shut her mouth, Mallory. No, glad to have her. Alejandro to your right, you behind the camera, and our boy Armand. We got to keep it sexy, so that's why Herman joined us. He brought like our average like attraction score at least up to an 8.5. We're heading to Flagstaff, picking up the trailer. Gonna go explore on our way back, make it back to Big Bear by tomorrow night.
And break.
Jake's obviously the tour manager, and I mean his job basically, and I think he would agree with this, is to take as much burden away from myself as possible. And so I think recently that has basically looked like him completely managing the team and me doing a lot of the phone calls, letter writing, book selling, those sort of thing behind the scenes. But yeah, I think for the most part, he really has taken kind of the chief leadership role in the past couple weeks, which I think has been awesome.
I didn't even know I had an accent, to tell you the truth.
I didn't even know I had an accent. I can tell you the truth.
Oh my God, stop it. You sound like a hillbilly.
New axle is looking nice and shiny, shiniest thing on the nice Pinta here.
Dude, I need to get out of here. I can't breathe. It's
Alan's complaining he's acting
Dude,
like a wuss.
I feel like somebody put me inside of a toilet.
What he's referring to is all of the food that is now thoroughly defrosted that was once in our freezer that's been sitting in the Arizona heat for a week.
And we're just using a little bit of simple green here to clean up a mess that never should have happened. No fuss, no muss.
We could sit here and we could whine about the dirty fridge, or we could perspective change, look at the positive, and keep enjoying our life. And then we got a wonderful rest of the weekend planned, so I'm not going to complain too much. This is just part of the journey.
Hey, Jake,
and I think we all have the opportunity to change perspectives, look and find the good in everything, and keep enjoying life. That's my philosophy, and I try to live by it. Here, let's get a nice spritzy. Dude, at least it's nice and cool out. This is like unbelievable weather.
Originally, I had a internship lined up with the State Department. I was actually going to be working at the embassy in El Salvador this summer. Those are things that I can relate as far as to the message of the book. So that's why whenever I saw this opportunity, I decided to take it.
Could you try to get it right this time? We don't have all day.
How about you do it?
In the book, you know, there's this sense that we're going to become a family and we have a vision and we're wanting to go after that. I think with the events that we've been having the past couple of days, there has been that loss of like vision. So it's kind of made us into our own little tribes, our own little mindsets.
I wonder if they thought it was like a waste of time to work on this when the whole side's ripped off and it smells like rotten fruit, and here we are putting a new axle in it. Sometimes people bring things into a shop and you're like, why don't they just take this straight to the scrapyard instead of trying to fix it? And I'm pretty sure this is one of those times.
I see the book, and sometimes you look at society and you're like, yeah, you know, that happens in our society all the time, but sometimes we don't think it happens with our close relationships that are with us as well. Sometimes, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little lost at times. You know, we don't have that leader. Jake, he kind of like steps up and takes that role. We have things that we can't control, and he's been able to kind of keep his cool and keep on going.
This used to be like a nut that comes off of the thing perfectly, and now it's like, I mean, this thing is like, you could make art out of this now. Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful little piece. So a couple things take away from mechanical issues, road trip things. Take your time when you're on the road. Don't be in a rush. When you're in a rush, stuff breaks. In conjunction with that, be patient. When you notice something's wrong, get it fixed right the first time, the whole way through. Caveman talks. Just camped out in Buffalo Park. Worked out great for us. We saw a comet last night.
There's a new comet. It was named Neo.
And yeah, we enjoyed the stars, enjoyed the comets, cracked a few brewskis. Shout out Coors. We're gonna go to Lake Mead, get some shots over at the Vegas Strip, and head on back to Big Bear to reconvene with our squad.
105.
Dude, I think the car is thanking us for not using AC though.
It's like not a place on earth because usually when the water is cold, there it is.
It's been such a hot day. I feel like a whole new person. I feel like I've resuscitated. Right across the mountains over there is the Hoover Dam. Unfortunately, it was closed, so we came around it, and that's why we're just spending time in this cool water.
I declare it, come more.
When you dance, what you got?
Don't forget all your chicken.
Go ahead, pepinos.
1 penny.
Look, the bird. Stop recording me. This is off the record.
Ha! I can't put that in.
That's why
This is better than going to DC.
Oh yeah.
definitely 500%.
Less corruption here too.
Wow.
Yeah, at least you know everyone's trying to take your eating. There it is.
Girls,
Direct to you.
Girls
There you go,
Direct.
Jake.
There's Mattress Direct and there's Girls Direct. The hangover right there.
probably find somebody to take us in.
Definitely. No way all these rooms are filled right now.
I mean, worst case scenario, we have to play the game where everybody goes out and finds somebody to take them home. You know?
That's right.
Be easier for some than others. Would you have your bachelor party or your honeymoon in Vegas if you had to pick one? I don't even think a contract killer could ever afford this.
No.
Unless you were like Assassin's Guild. Yeah. We all got together.
That CVS gets so much action, just like in the mornings every morning.
Oh yeah.
People going to buy Pedialyte and headache medicine and
Plan Bs.
Dude, out here you can get an IV ordered to your room. World's largest gift shop.
World's largest, that's a claim to fame right there.
It really is.
Oh, I could probably take this out, right?
Mm-hmm. This is dope, dude.
Thanks, dude.
You're really outdoing yourself there, lad.
Good job, Leanne.
Thank you.
Crushing it.
Is Jordan still in there?
He just got in there.
Little snack for the
Is he taking a shower?
Yeah, he's taking a shower.
I mean, that's a good thing, but I gotta go to the bathroom.
You want to use the one upstairs? Or
I
you about
did to do the first thing.
We are on the Richmond Times newspaper. They wrote an article about us.
Nice.
They also included a picture down there. They kind of wrote about Jordan's backstory and why he wrote the book and everything.
Look, there's me. This is a new Excel sheet that I just started recently. Just putting down all the people that I've contacted, what organizations they belong to, and a little bit of notes about them, you know, why they would be interested in our book.
So I've been holding it for so long.
Here, you need to go pee, Rebecca?
No, Leanne need to go to the bathroom, but it's
Well, Leanne missed her chance,
fine. Yo, Jonah, I just got you smiling.
What?
So I just got you smiling a little bit. Victory. How many podcasts have you done so far, Jonah? Do you know?
This is gonna be. I'm currently editing number 9. Right now we have 7 up in the feed.
Got my party pants on, so I don't have any other clean clothes.
What are you working on today?
Whole bunch of stuff. We're creating a flyer for high schools, and we just downloaded like all 300,000 high schools in the U.S. So I'm gonna start sending out flyers to them and try to get it on their summer curriculum next summer, or try to get some teachers to teach it this semester, maybe next semester. So
I just added it to the link tree, so if you want to put something out, I'm gonna ask Grace to put something out on Instagram, and then I'm gonna have Leanne set it up from there. Publishing company. I was wondering whom I can speak to about getting our book into your library.
To your library. Just wondering what the best way to do that is. And if you could get back to me, call me at 804-212-5662. That would be great. And have a nice day.
How you feeling down there? Okay, well.
Stop recording.
I stopped.
You know, we're not just a bunch of college kids taking some roadie. You know, I'm a professional businessman who quit the federal government to start a small business, and that small business was spreading this book and spreading this message, and invested easily $30,000 into this trip, into the book, into the documentary, and to wash all of that down the drain would have been a very difficult decision. And so we figured out a way to adjust and be able to appease COVID and stay within the guidelines and still be able to make our business function and still continue to have these professional products.
in my boot.
So what's your dream job? Do you have like a dream job?
It was one of the first few days. I ran all the way to like probably
Really?
another 50 meters up from where it's steep again.
I'm sweating. We have like 10-15 minutes.
Why is that doing such a better job than this one?
Whatever mom's just poisoning all of our water.
Becca!
Hey.
Here we go, bruv. Rebecca, this is the only picture that Kratz and I are getting the whole trip.
We're not going to be in any other pictures together except for this one here.
Everyone look at me! Joe, you're gonna have to scoot over a little bit.
Okay, I keep taking them, so.
I know!
Sounds figuring it out.
Woo! Dude, Steph makes the best faces though.
Alright, raise your hand, please! No, you don't interrupt me because you're obviously the mafia! Alright, so. The reason.
3 people just voted to kill Leanne, right?
Four.
I think 4 people voted to kill Leanne. And 2 people voted to kill, 3 people voted, 2 people voted to kill Steph. Whatever. Anyways, either way, Leanne's dead. Game continues. Go to sleep.
Any clue who it
reason
is?
to believe that Rebecca is not in the mafia? to give the mafia to the camera.
I think it's great. It's like she has like that little like bluffing face all the time. Look at her. She's like.
Whenever the library closes, I like try to get cute. I try to look cute because like I get really self-conscious. Like who's the mafia? Like what if they're looking at me? Like you know. So.
I've got an offer from a basically nature park up in northern Idaho that I'm going to have to get started on Monday, and just based on the trajectory of the trip and the way that I was probably going to be dropped off in Boise anyways, it's just kind of made the most sense. I'll still be worried. I can't thank you guys enough for everything you've given me so far on this trip. I'm going to try a little bit harder to actually thank you guys enough in that kind of capacity. But yeah, for the next 48 hours or so, I'm going to be going straight ahead, but be flying out 7 a.m. on Friday morning. So thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, we're excited for you, man. And I think it goes without saying, but it's always worth saying. Thank you so much. You've been a great asset to the team and really rocked and rolled. But on 3, we're gonna go JoJo. JoJo out. I like that one. All right, all together now. 1, 2, 3. JoJo out. All right, guys, let's get it.
This is a visual representation of how he feels right now.
Put something on his head.
Let's just.
Why are you looking?
Our salesman needed a little rest from. He's been working real hard, you know, working on clearing out the fridge of all the aluminum cans. If you take a look over here, just finished up, you know, jazzing everything up. We're going to try to get rid of this trailer today. Time has kind of come for it to go. Our team shrunk down a little bit, so it doesn't necessarily make sense for us to start dragging it back across the country. Let's, do you know where all these things go?
Yeah.
All right.
This also has brake fluid in it, so I don't want anybody to start.
Maybe put like a piece of tape on it, and then Sharpie brake fluid.
Right.
I'm gonna have to redo my humble man. Wow. Yeah, I have to redo my I find it my personal goal to annoy Jordan every single day. And honestly, I've been 100% successful.
Personally, I feel like I'm the opposite. I've been trying to be really nice to him because I know everyone annoys him. So I feel like we've both been really 100% successful.
Yeah.
He gets so annoyed so easily. What to do, you know?
You're like, I don't know how not
he's
to.
growing thicker skin.
Basically what happened was Grace, Deidre, Ari, and I were in the car and with Jordan, and
Bro, he was getting,
they proposed that us 4 against him could win in a fight. And he started getting really angry and like really needing a lot more information.
And he was
about
turning
how
around
we
and almost killing us because it kept going over the lines because he was getting so aggressive. To the death. I think we could.
Definitely, yeah.
Subscribe,
obviously.
comment down below. Do you think we could take him? Yes or no?
No strategy. Like Roadrunner.
Smallest strides ever.
Yeah.
That's a break it.
That's a pretty good break it.
Yeah. Did you have any other break-its that were pretty personal?
People.
Yeah.
Like they would rather do anything than take a risk that they might do something that makes them look a
Yeah.
little weird.
Yeah. That's a big one because that speaks into confidence, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you can't just be yourself.
And like
or
image consciousness
goofy.
too, I think.
And what?
Image consciousness.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zachary, come on.
Get out! Please! Why are you so aggressive towards Jordan like that?
I don't know.
His friend.
That's why.
I'm sure you could.
I look like
Shaking my head.
And you told me a lot of your favorite artists, and I told you a lot of mine, and that is the most normal conversation we've ever had, I think. I'm pretty sure after that, you, me, and Shannon, we all got together and just things started going downhill from there. But I love you so much, and I'm gonna miss you so much, and you have been.
I really appreciate you like helping me get out of my shell, and I love your shoulder.
Before the whole trip started, Steph was like, Jonah doesn't drink coffee, he has a huge work ethic, and he's really smart. We had this ongoing joke that we were going to fall in love with each other, and I was going to ditch Jake, and
Better off without you. Look at me, man.
so anyway, you're a stud, and you've done an incredible job, and yeah, man, looking forward to seeing the adventures that you go on for the next decade or more.
So it's going to take probably the rest of my life to kind of like really quantify what this has been for me to everyone else that hasn't experienced it. Like I have a feeling you guys will probably feel the same way. I don't think I'm gonna have a team like this at any point ever again, and that's gonna suck. But it's so awesome that I had it once. So really appreciate that. Thank you guys. Love you all.
Everybody get jumping. Come on, get in there, children!
It'd be nearly impossible to try and encapsulate like everything that we've. It's been like barely 40 days, and honestly, I don't think I could possibly encapsulate everything I've learned, everything that I've done, and like the impacts people have had on me. So I'm not gonna try and do that, but instead, I guess for whoever ends up seeing this, man, if you get the chance to take a jump that looks a little bit like a cult, but includes some of the coolest people you've ever seen in your life, pretty good chance you should probably take that.
Ooh, so how was your weekend, Deidre?
It was awesome.
Holy smokes.
Where'd you Do you want me to wash it, Dee? Yeah. We went to the beach in Laguna Beach. It was super cool, and there was like this little reef sesh. Hello, pretty people. Day in the life.
What did we do this weekend?
Yes.
Well, I wasn't with the group, but I went to San Diego, just north of San Diego, Camp Pendleton, Oceanside, and San Clemente. No strip clubs, actually. That was on the agenda, but I vetoed it because I'm above all that.
Oh, okay.
Got In-N-Out Burger, very overrated, and I want that on quote because I'm ready to defend
You're
it.
gonna come for your life.
I'm ready to fight for that. Yeah.
So when are we leaving? Are we leaving in a couple days?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do I stop now?
You have to
Are you good?
You have to say
yeah, I'm
you're
great.
leaving in a couple days.
Are you?
Why? I wasn't paying.
How this works. She's gonna cut it. She's gonna cut what she's saying, and you have to be like, yeah, so we're leaving in a couple days.
Wednesday.
Or Tuesday night.
Either
or
tomorrow or
Wednesday
Wednesday. Only Shannon and Ari are leaving our group, and they were members of the Big Green Bus, and it's kind of a bummer because it's breaking down. And Deidre's gonna be moved to the trailer.
Not by choice. Okay,
Yeah,
I want to
so-
make that clear.
The bus crew has been broken down, and it's kind of a bummer, but we're working through it.
I wear olive oil.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
So wrong.
I know, right?
Nice. There's been a lot of fun and a lot of memories here, and the team has really bonded. I'm pretty excited. I think the latter half of the trip is going to be a lot more what we had in mind and what we intended about the trip. So yeah, I think we're gonna finish strong. I think it's gonna be a really good last 2.5 weeks.
Forgot like the most important part, the reason why I did this whole thing was to talk about cleaning tomorrow and the plan for that. So going through the rest, everything.
Oh my god.
Or just this part.
Remember?
What am I doing something hard? And just boom, smack your way to the water fountain.
Literally, this is all the food that we have to get rid of by the end of today or tomorrow afternoon before we get back on the road.
We like live with a bunch of like chefs at this place.
And after grilling the
Yeah.
You got my computer really gross, so now I need a wipe.
What do you mean?
Well, you spilled stuff on it. The heck, Dylan. Yeah, but
The bang sauce all
Yeah.
on there.
It doesn't mean it's.
Should probably wipe it down.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Maybe you should help her wipe it down.
It's a one-person job for sure. I mean, I would have done
And maybe
it
you
if
should
she-
be the one
I would have
to-
done it if she
In the next couple of days, we're gonna be traveling, and we're gonna be like out in the wild, in the national parks and stuff like that. So just gotta think of safety all the time. You know, if the team's not doing it, I want to be the one that's there for them.
I really enjoyed this experience. I think the constant uprootal has been able to unearth some things, and we've just been constantly moving physically, mentally, and spiritually. I think obviously physically, like we're transporting people and our possessions and belongings, and going through the cities and meeting people. Mentally, we're always having like thoughts provoked by our surroundings.
It would help me
by
out a little bit if
people
I
that
dressed
we
up.
meet, and just by the different experiences that we come across. And spiritually, we've all had different chances to affirm each other and challenge each other and just like grow as people in the way that we respond to different instances. The constant uprootal is sometimes a challenge because you don't have that routine and predictability, and so like that takes some of our limited energy and time and willpower to have to be able to respond and adapt to that constant change. It's kind of been all over the place, like a lot of ups and downs, but through it all, I think I've learned so much about myself, and I think everyone else can kind of say the same, and just to see how we've meshed as a group and worked together through all of that has been an awesome experience.
I couldn't find breakfast this morning, so it's gonna be cake.
This is your breakfast? That's boy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna eat all of it.
I started off being like super nervous when I came here. Didn't know anyone, was from like all the way on the West Coast flying into Maryland, and I think it was just like a very weird experience for us all to like fly out here and not know anyone. But I've had the best summer of my life. I've made insane relationships that I know I'll have for the rest of my life. One huge thing that goes on a lot more than people realize is how close we all become because of the stuff that we share. And I'm a really private person in like my normal life and in general, so I think that's one thing that I'll take away from this trip is to really just be open to sharing things with people because everyone wants to listen.
Best of luck with everything.
Take showers, make sure everyone's okay.
All right.
I mean, countless broken tires, a broken axle, getting stuck in the mud, New Mexico Tim, like all of these things, like it's still changed my life for the better, and I'm like forever grateful for like the time I spent here.
Yeah, that took me as well.
Nothing is impossible because I mean, Jordan wrote this book under like extreme circumstances, and then through this tour together, spent years planning this tour, and then to have a pandemic occur and to not really know if your interns are gonna stay, and then to have interns leave, and then to like have all of us had the experience that we did and to still persevere on. I think it really goes to show that if you have enough willpower that like truly nothing is impossible and that you can really do anything, which is dope.
Love you guys. I know.
How could I forget? You can drink it.
So, did we sell the trailer yesterday?
We got the trailer sold and got it to what I think is going to be a really good home. They're going to get a lot of use out of it. They're actually going to live in it.
Leanne got a library in Los Angeles to purchase the book and put it in their collection.
Small victories.
Continuing to get more book reviews on Amazon. I've been working pretty hard at that. Herman and I have got probably a total between journalists and professors like 4 million Twitter followers at this point, so we really just need 1 or 2 of them to really like it. Then the plan tonight is to park probably like 10 miles outside of Sequoia National Park, and then wake up. We're gonna basically boondock it. I just filled up the trailer's water tank, so we should be good on that. The bus should have water, so we should be good for the next 24 hours. Wake up early, go into Sequoia, see General Sherman, which is the biggest tree in North America, kind of explore a little bit, and then do that for a couple hours, maybe around noon, 2 o'clock, head up to Sacramento, and we'll be staying at a church, Haley's dad's church in Sacramento. So for the most part, it's going to be wake up, leave camp, find a coffee shop, work all day on publicity. 5 o'clock comes around, we can go to, hit the city, go back to the campsite, whatever. And then every couple days we'll be trying to find a cool location such as Yosemite, Sequoia, something else. So that's kind of the basic plan going forward.